organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up tonight on Daily Iowan TV, one of our very own stepped into virtual reality to get a closer look at a special project at the University of Iowa.
And trends around the community. We'll take a peek into the art scene of Iowa City.
And in weather today, warm temperatures followed by a big cool down this week, snow on Tuesday, and of course some light rain this evening. All that and more coming up.
It was another winning weekend for Iowa athletics.
We've got the latest on Hawkeye hoops and track and field coming up in sports.
All that and more coming up.
Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Keaton Fuller.
And I'm Nikki Crosswaite.
The Newton Correctional Release Center is currently searching for 2 escaped inmates. Michael Amadio and Jesse Foley were reported missing after Saturday night after inmate count. Both inmates are facing long-term sentencing for possessing illegal substances.
As tensions rise between citizens and police officers around the country, local officials are doing their part to strengthen connections here at home. Iowa City, Coralville, and UI police departments have always had a strong presence on social media, and now they're taking it one step further with selfies. The UI police have always taken to live streaming while out in the community to promote education and a learning environment. While the post may be on the fun side, they also use their presence for serious information and educational information.
Engineers at the UI are leveraging the power of technology and virtual reality to make a difference. They hope to reduce the danger for those who put their lives on the line for this country. Daily Iowan TV's Bradley Martin has more on this story.
With millions of dollars in grant money and a staff just shy of 150, the Virtual Soldier Research Program, located in the Engineering Research Facility, is breaking barriers.
You have a person that lives inside a computer. I'm going to ask Santos to go carry this box, and this box is 60 pounds. And I want Santos to come back and tell me, how does he feel? Can he do it?
Santos and his female counterpart Sophia are not real people. They're virtual reality human replicas that can show researchers how certain movements and weights affect the human body.
We bring a lot of people in, they wear the suit, we record their motion in 3D, we understand it, and we feed that into the Santos program.
To better understand how Santos moves, I headed down to the motion capturing lab to try on the Moven suit. It's tight, costs $70,000, and is filled with pressure-sensing modules. Every movement I make while in the VR suit transmits to a nearby computer and helps researchers identify the real movements that Santos can and will make.
I think the goal here for us is to be able to not just play back motion, but all the analysis that we get and the mathematics that we have developed to make him move and make him carry things and to make him behave differently.
We create the biomechanics, the clinical aspects behind him, the physiological aspects, but then we deliver a tool to the Marines, for example, and the Marines use it to optimize the load.
The Virtual Soldier Research Program can be taken and used in more places than just the battlefield. Reporting from the Center for Computer-Aided Design, I'm Bradley Martin, Daily Iowan TV.
Well, driving back to Iowa City today, it was really nice out. I had the windows down, but it was a tad bit windy.
Yeah, no, I experienced the same thing. Let's throw it over to Bradley Martin in the weather studio to find out if we can expect more days like this.
Nikki, Keaton, thanks guys, and we have an interesting weather week. Mother Nature certainly is not making her mind up. So if we talk about Monday morning, we're going to see 44, pretty consistent with today. In the afternoon, it'll move to 55, and in the evening, back down to 40. But the real phenomena comes in Tuesday. We're actually going to see some snow as we take a look into our extended forecast. Tuesday, we have a high of 31 and a low of 18, and actually 60% chance of snow showers. As Wednesday warms back up to 38 and 36, it becomes clear. Hopefully some of that, the precipitation is able to melt. High of 32 on Thursday and low of 18. Again on Thursday, we see a 60% chance of snow. clear into Friday. 34 is your high and 29 your low. And a high of 46 on Saturday and low of 34. 34. So really, depending on what Mother Nature decides to do, we're in for an okay week weather-wise. Stay warm out there if it does decide to snow, and enjoy Monday as we keep those warm spring-like temperatures. That's all I have for you in the weather studio. Nikki and Keaton, back to you guys at the desk.
As the weather warms and many Midwesterners are dreaming of a tropical spring break, worry strikes over Zika. Iowa has now seen 3 cases of the Zika virus. The first case was in a woman over the age of 60 who had been to Central America. This past week, 2 more cases were reported from travelers visiting the Caribbean and South America. So far, there is no vaccine or treatment for the Zika virus.
To be elected as a GOP nominee, presidential hopefuls need 1,237 delegates, and one man is quickly collecting those votes. After a big win in Nevada, Donald Trump was 79 delegates, while Cruz and Rubio are in the mid-teens. With Super Tuesday only a few days away, early polling suggests that Trump will reach that benchmark, and then some. While March 1st is voting day in 11 different states, many early numbers are pointing to a win for Trump.
A few days ago, Hillary Clinton won the South Carolina primary with 73.5%. With this win, she also received 39 delegates. This is her first major landslide win this election season, priming her for Super Tuesday. Democratic supporters in the South are vocal about support for Clinton over Sanders in early polling.
Police are currently on the hunt for 2 missing people, a 22-year-old man from Waterloo and a 17-year-old girl from Cedar Rapids. Rashawn Montgomery was last seen leaving work at 6 p.m. Friday night. He is 5 foot 6 inches and also has autism. Leslie Petit was last seen at home on Thursday. The young brunette has been known to be suicidal and is believed that she left in a 2005 Dodge Stratus. If you have any information about the whereabouts of each of these individuals, please contact the police immediately. Officials don't suspect these are related cases. Well, Keaton, it was a busy week for Hawkeye sports. Sad to hear the basketball team just lost, though.
Yeah, it sure was. Let's send it over to the sports studio to find out more about this. Guys?
Thanks, Nikki and Keaton. The Iowa women's basketball team finished their regular season strong.
That's for sure, Ashlyn. It looks like the temperatures weren't the only thing heating up this weekend. Iowa women's basketball definitely brought the heat to the court for their final home game against the University of Illinois. Women's basketball reporter Holly Reimer has more.
Was packed as Iowa women's hoops ended their regular season on a high note this Saturday with a 61-56 win against the University of Illinois. Standout freshman Megan Gustafson set the arena on fire with a game-changing jump shot over the Fighting Illini's Shatrice White with only 48 seconds on the clock.
We were trying to take it at her, is what we were trying to do, and again, Megan did, and so got the basket, and that was huge.
Gustafson finished the game with 16 points. Whitney Jennings joined her in the double digits with 14, along with Allie Disterhoft at 13 and Chase Coley with 10. Another key player was Alexa Kostanek, who hit a personal best of 7 assists. Tania Davis followed close behind with 6 assists. While the Hawks kept up their passing game and pulled out the W, Coach Bluter hopes to see the team taking more high-percentage shots in upcoming tournament play.
We're hitting from threes, we're really rolling, but when we're not hitting from 3, we keep shooting them, and we shot too many today. 50% of our shots were threes. That is too many when you're shooting 25%.
The season may not have been decorated with as many wins as they had hoped, but seniors Claire Till, Callie Peschel, and Nicole Smith were able to experience one last win on the Carver Hawkeye Arena court.
We really wanted to get the win for our seniors. They've contributed so much to this program, on the floor, but, even more so behind the scenes, just what they do for our team day in and day out. So just to be able to honor them in that way was really nice.
The confidence from this win will ride with them as they play in the Big Ten Championship in Indianapolis this Thursday.
We want to go in that Big Ten tournament and do as well as we can to set ourselves up for a possible bid.
This is Holly Reimer, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawks will head into the Big Ten tournament with momentum as they have won 3 of their last 4 games. The women's tournament begins on Thursday, and as the number 8 or 9 seed, Iowa will either play Michigan or Nebraska at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
The 2016 Big Ten Track and Field Indoor Championships finished up on Saturday, and 4 Hawks brought home Big Ten titles. Aaron Mallett claimed his first 60-meter hurdle title in a career best of 7.69 and also broke the 2013 Big Ten champion Jordan Mullen's school record. Alexis Guster won the women's 400-meter dash, and Vinny Saucer Jr. and Lake Quaza put up consecutive championship performances in the men's and women's 60 meters. The 2016 NCAA Indoor Championship begins March 11th in Birmingham, Alabama.
On the one of Iowa women's tennis players have flipped the tables and gone from teammate to coach. I have the story. Katie Zardani was a 5-star recruit visiting nearly 40 colleges and universities before her decision of the University of Iowa. But after 4 years of success in that Hawkeye uniform, Katie decided to take on a new role, this time from the sidelines. After leaving her legacy as one of the best Iowa women's tennis players, Katie Zardani wasn't ready to leave this Hawkeye program. After 4 years of collegiate competition, Katie returned to her team as the volunteer assistant coach.
It's definitely a different perspective of not competing and sitting there on the sidelines, but it's a different eye-opening experience that, I wouldn't change. It's cool to see how people develop and grow and just see how much everyone has improved from the fall to now, and then supporting them and just trying to get them through and winning their matches.
Having 5 siblings all play elite-level tennis, the sport seems to run in the Zardani blood. With connections to hundreds of tennis programs across the country, Katie couldn't let go of the University of Iowa.
Once a Hawkeye, always a Hawkeye. That's completely true. I fell in love since I stepped on campus, and to this day I'm still in love with this school, obviously. I'm still here for a 5th year and applying to grad school here.
Reporting inside of HDRC, I'm Melissa Koshman, Daily Iowan TV Sports. Katie and the Hawks start Big Ten play this week on Wednesday, kicking it off with Nebraska in Lincoln.
The Hawkeye women's tennis team had a successful weekend, and we will have a full recap of their win as well as the Iowa men's basketball loss on Monday night's show. That's all we have for you in the sports studio. Back to you guys at the desk.
Open relations with Cuba means new opportunities for University of Iowa students. Since the U.S. reopened its relationship with Cuba, faculty at the Tippie School of Business have been working to create a winter-term study abroad trip for UI students. The exchange program is expected to launch next winter and will focus specifically on business relations with Cuba.
This Sunday night marks an exciting event in the film world. The 88th Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars, will be televised at 7 p.m. Eastern Time from Hollywood's Dolby Theater. The event recognizes excellence in cinematic production and performance. However, it has also been enthralled in controversy this year, with many critiquing an apparent lack of ethnic diversity in the nominations. This year's nominations for Best Picture include The Big Short, Brooklyn, and others. There's also a great deal of anticipation for Leonardo DiCaprio fans, as many hope that the Oscar-less actor will finally win the award.
Every week here at DITV, I'm going to be taking a look at an exciting new aspect of Iowa City that might have escaped your notice. Check out where I went this week. I'm here today at Schuster Drawings, the new art gallery in downtown Iowa City, to find out what they have in store for local art lovers. Let's take a look. In a small gallery in downtown Iowa City lies a living learning community devoted to preserving the legacy of an important Iowa City artist. Sylvia Schuster is a master printmaker with a career spanning 6 decades. She came to Iowa City in 1967 after reaching out to the printmaking department at the University of Iowa.
She sent a letter to him saying, "I would love to come make prints at your printmaking department." And he sent her a letter back requesting to see some of her work, and then he invited her to come here, and she started making prints at the University of Iowa because she thought it was the best printmaking department in the country at the time.
The Gallery of Schuster's art gives Iowa City residents the unique opportunity to experience her incredible work in person, such as this piece of the Brooklyn Bridge. Schuster has even taken old pieces of her art and torn them up and layered them to create new pieces such as this one. She's even been known to use both sides of the paper in her artwork, so that even when you think you've seen the whole thing, there's still more to appreciate.
I think it'll give an East Coast feel. There's some works here that downtown Iowa City has never seen before. This just gives us a unique opportunity for people to come actually see it in person.
The gallery is currently open on East Washington Street in Iowa City and is happy to show off the beautiful works inside by appointment. Well, that's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
Be sure to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, for all the latest news for Daily Iowan TV. I'm Nikki Crossway.
And I'm Keaton Fuller. Have a great night.